Welcome. In front of me I have the AMAZFIT Bip Max, and I'll be going over a quick unboxing along with a look at the watch, fitness band, however you want to call it, and just give you my thoughts and opinions as I go along. Okay, so let's just get straight into this. Oh, there's a pull tab. There we go. Nice, nice. So here is the relatively chunky watch. It's bigger than I expected, which is what she said. Anyway, and get some manual and a charging pack. Under that we get the strap, and literally that's it. Okay. Yeah, man. There we go. So let me just bring up, there we go, this. So this is a probably 20 millimeters. Yep, it looks like 20 millimeter one. So it means that you can use straps, for instance, such as this one that I have right here. You can just plop it in, no problem, on here, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I always like when watches do include just a standard lug that you can swap out with any kind of strap of your choosing, instead of being kind of locked into their specific kind of weird connecting strap BS that some companies use, like Apple, for instance. Now let's put this up and quickly see how it looks like. It's probably not the power button. Let's see this one. Come on. Ah, there we go, found one. So the display right here is, let me just quickly go back up, is a 2.7 inches or 2.07 inches AMOLED display, which means that we have, what did I just select? Which means that we have a basically great contrast ratios, with the black background being just basically fully off, great colors, and in general this is looking already like a pretty nice display. Now let me quickly try to find some like spec sheet. Where the hell is it? Design, battery. Okay, so AMOLED display, 2.07 inches, 432 by 514 pixels resolution, and a 3000 nits peak brightness with a 324 pixels per inch. Obviously, touch display with a what is it? Damn it, I forgot the name. Tempered glass. There we go. And and some anti-fingerprint coating. I'm literally reading this from Polish, so bear with me while I'm sometimes just trying to figure out what the hell something is called in English. Anyway, now there's a battery inside. Here we have a 550 milliampere battery, which is pretty good. And on their own website, they're advertising that basically typical working of this watch gives you about 20 days of battery life. With an intensive usage, we get about 10 days, and with a always on display, meaning that it's the screen here will always display time and some other things, we are getting still an impressive 7 days of battery life. And lastly, we get 40 hours of battery life when using GPS. As this is one of the nice features about this relatively budget watch, it comes with GPS. So this is, let me just plop it on here, not like that, plop it on here so it doesn't zoom off the table. So because this has GPS, what you can do, which they actually advertise on their own website, is download offline maps through, unfortunately, zip up, so you will need that. But once you get it, you can basically take this only and do your tracking for like running, cycling, and other things, just strictly off of a watch, and you don't need the phone with you, which is pretty nice. I generally like that approach, especially when it comes down to a watch that isn't Wear OS. That's not necessarily the things that you normally see from watches like this, unless these watches cost double the price of what this one does. As this costs roughly about $150, give or take. It's about for me, where I'm from, it's 430 PLN, which when dollar was a little bit more valuable, that would have been roughly about $100. But because now it fell down, at least where I'm from, this I believe is about like $150 or so. So it's still pretty affordable price. Do want to say that. And that price that I'm mentioning already includes tax, which for US, that's also not usually the thing as far as I'm aware. Anyway, in terms of sensors right here, we're looking at what is that? Czujnik biometryczny, biotracker. So we have, I think what it refers to is basically the heart rate and heart rate monitoring. So it's kind of like written in a weird way. So PPG biotracker. Then we have gyroscope, light sensor, geomagnetic, and motion, I think it would be. Let me see if I can get this in English. Jesus. Can I swap this out for com? Please? Huh? Will it work? Will it not? Would you like to reload this into English? No. Oh. Come on. I believe in you. Okay, I'm back in business. I actually got it into English. Let's go. Makes it much easier. So we have BioTracker 6.0 PPG biometric sensor. We have movement, accelerometer, gyroscope, ambient light, and geomagnetic. Then we have positioning, 5 satellite positioning system, and Bluetooth connection, specifically Bluetooth 5.3, which gets us better battery life. We also have 150 plus sport modes for working out, offline map and tracking through that satellite. And let's actually quickly go also into the design right here. So let me quickly see if I can actually find the design. Oh, there we go. So we have colors, no, dimensions, thickness. Cool, I'm going to be counting that one. So aluminum alloy frame and plastic case. So I think this is the aluminum alloy on the bezels, as it is a little bit colder, while back is plastic actually. So it's kind of weird that the it's weird calling a case. I would imagine case being the entire thing, being called plastic, but I guess it only refers to the back being the case. Anyway. So it's made out of aluminum alloy, and we have 2 buttons, microphone built in, speakers built in, 5 atmospheres of water resistant, and a dimension of 43 millimeters from side to side, and top to bottom we're looking at 50 millimeters, and from corner to corner we are looking at 55 millimeters. So it is a little bit on the bigger side. Obviously, here's a 40 millimeter watch. Yeah, it kind of dwarfs it. Now, some of this obviously might be a benefit because you get a massive display right here over 2 inches, and it's going to make it much easier to see the maps, and also like when you're running to kind of orient yourself on that map. One more thing that I do want to mention is the charging pack right here that comes pre-included with the watch. Saying pre-included like that's an option for charging your watch. It's actually pretty cool. I do generally like these kind of packs right here, as what this allows you to do is just grab any kind of cable for charging your phone, plug it in, and this takes very little space, and you never have to worry about the cable just kind of, you know, being messy all around. So this is much easier, for instance, to put in your pocket and grab it with you if you're planning to maybe charge it, I don't know, maybe if you're at work or something like that. I had this need when I was still using a Galaxy watch, where sometimes I wanted to charge my watch, but it was just a hassle to needing to carry the charging pack with the cable. It was a little bit more annoying, as the cable just adds additional clutter. This, on the other hand side, doesn't have a cable, and you can attach it through a Type-C. So I think it makes it much better. One thing that I do want to point out, which one of the companies, I don't recall which one, has very similar charging thing pack for their watches, but the cool thing is it was a little bit smaller for them, and it came in this basically keychain attachable silicone casing. So you just, you know, pop it out of that and could charge it and then pop it back in, and it was just safe and secure in that keychain, allowing you to charge it whenever you need it, as it's basically going to be always with you, assuming you remember to attach it to your keys again. Okay. So there we go. That's the watch for a relatively affordable price and a great battery life. Now, typically I would be saying what you could pick up alternatively for similar price, but to be fair, what this offers is actually pretty damn good. Having offline maps, having outstanding battery life, and a pretty nice display right here with standardized straps makes this a pretty nice fitness watch specifically. It's not going to be something that it will replace, I don't know, maybe your Apple Watch or just like a smartwatch like a Wear OS one, as the only applications that you will be able to get on here are ones that Zeep will allow you to install. And Zeep is the application that you will need to use to connect this watch, set it up, and connect it to your phone. Unlike, for instance, Wear OS, which requires the Wear OS application. So it has its limitations, but because it is not running Wear OS, it gets a freaking superb battery life. And for a watch, personally, as a person that did use it, I found charging a watch on like daily basis or every other day to be absolutely annoying. And it's one of the reasons why I switched from a smartwatch to a normal one, as it's just hassle-free. I don't need to worry about it. It doesn't need to be charged, and when a watch lasts as long as this one, when you're using it in a standard mode for 20 days, you know, that kind of removes the need for you to ever worry about charging it, realistically. So anyway, that's about everything that I have to say about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.